back on the stream and see if we can actually make this work. So it told me that I needed to renew my membership, but then when I went to go renew it, it was didn't even review it. Holy crap, there's like a huge accident over there. Hang on just a second. A whole bunch of flashing lights. Give me just a minute. Holy crap. I don't know what happened, but that is ridiculous. Okay. Sure, it'll be on my crime page at some point. It's probably a fatality because there's like 4 fire trucks, like 5 ambulances, 6 cop cars. It's pretty bad. Okay. Let's see. Let me go to that person's city here. Okay. Well, now would be a good time to like and subscribe. It looks like he has a waterfront here. Now, as I was saying before, just because I wouldn't make something doesn't mean it's not a good design. Like, everybody has their own taste, but you have to figure out what it is that you like really. I guess whenever I look at something and think, how can I make that something look better? You know? And when I look at this, I think of so many little things that could be done to make it look drastically better, right? And to start with those little things for whatever it's worth, like looking at this particular design, it looks almost slapped together for somebody who would, like, for somebody who's just now starting to design, it's good. But for somebody who really wants to make their map like look really good, there's a lot of work that needs done. So, for example, like this being in front here, this little park here, that to me looks very tacky. How you can see the road here all the way like that looks tacky. Over here you can see, like, there's nothing leading this water into this water or this water into this water. It's just like a puddle back here. Same with here. That looks very tacky to me. You could have moved the house down one. You know, you can't even see that bridge really. You could move the houses down this way even, and then have the water cut through, and then have the bridge, you know, lead through all this. So there's all kinds of little things that I look at that I try to fix. You know, like, okay, for example, this is supposed to be like the main attraction here. And to me, these buildings all need rearranged. Like, this all needs redone. None of this matches. You know, you've got the Rome style stuff. You've got Ferris wheels in areas where I would have put them on the opposite side since they're universal. Um, then like coming over here, just like little things like this, for example, you've got like a piece of roadway sticking off with nothing on it. You know, I would have fixed that. And like I said, it seems nitpicky, but really when it comes down to it, it's the nitpicky stuff that makes the map look that much better. Okay, like here, this looks okay with the building up front here, and you've got like that behind that. That looks okay. The bridge looks good. Even like this, I could see, okay, fine, that looks okay. But like this Halloween building here, out of nowhere, like doesn't fit the theme at all, you know? Um, let's zoom out a little bit here. This this doesn't make any sense. Like, where are the people coming from? You know, like, are they just like swimming and just like jumping up here and just walking across? Like, to me, it looks unfinished when I look at this. It looks like something is missing. Then you've got the same building, this club thing. You've got all these buildings facing the wrong direction. So we're just looking at the backside of the buildings. And that's why I prefer to use universal buildings on this style or this part of the road. You know what I mean? And then you've got the same building here again. Again, the backside of it. Now here we are, and we've got the centerpiece here, which is dull and boring and doesn't have any lights. And we've cut these casinos kind of accenting that. And this makes no sense. Like, you have a Maxis here. I don't know if it was placed there on purpose or not. Kind of looks like it's just being stored there. But you want to have your Maxises placed where you can put, you know, a majority of your houses. Like, try to utilize that. You know what I mean? Let's see. You've got kind of like a heart-shaped looking... Well, it did look like a heart. I guess it's not. This doesn't look terrible. Although, look at this. I mean, you've got a casino. You've got these casinos, right? You've got these clubhouse things. And then this education building is facing the opposite direction. You know, it just doesn't look good. I would have put something else there. Maybe, you know, you want to have it something where you can still see the casino. Kind of like with these walkways. They look unfinished. They look like they don't belong there. Try to theme your stuff a little better is what I would say. And obviously there's like certain buildings I can tell you like more than others. I can tell you want, you know, symmetry or whatever. Like you want, like if you put a pink one here, you want a pink one on this side kind of thing. Like that makes sense, right? It's also probably to do with your epics. You know, you're probably doing that style epic. But what I would do, or maybe you're not, maybe you just like the casinos. Looks like you're doing mountain epics. Let's see. Like the bridges, you know, like this bridge to me is hideous. This red bridge here. So honestly, I would go through um and really like think about, like for example, like the Sydney Opera House is a bigger attraction. It's a bigger building, it makes a bigger statement, and it's over to the side as if it's kind of like a smaller attraction, you know what I mean? And like for example, your city kind of reminds me a lot of my city in certain ways, in certain layouts, but you want to have your water going in a specific direction or a certain type of water. Like you either want river or you want ocean or you want just kind of spread out. You know, you want to have a general direction, which it seems like you're going with. Like you've got a river that goes back into here, and then you've got it this way, and you're islanding it off, but there's no real theme. Like this, you've got a desert thing here, and it doesn't match. You kind of see where I'm going with that? Or like this here. You've got one little park and then you've just got a piece of road just sticking off here. That looks tacky. I guess I would just try to kind of sketch out whatever it is that you want a little bit better and see what you can do to make it look, I guess, I don't really know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see. So you asked for kind of help with like ideas. Just kind of trying to get a feel for what it is that you like here. I would kind of go with something in terms of maybe like a centerpiece design, you know? Like figure out what it is you want to do dead center of your map and see, like clear all this out right here, just this main spot here, and see if you want the rivers to go, if you're going to do like a big island of just like trees and stuff, or if you wanted to do kind of like a casino island and have the bridge from here and have a bridge over to this island here, and then you could make another island back in here, because it kind of looks like that's kind of what you're going for, is a map similar to my layout. I guess I would just try to clean up some of the tackiness. You know, like you got the pumpkin man here. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't match, you know? Try to put the Latin homes maybe with some of these casinos since they match in color. The tall buildings actually look okay back there. This area doesn't look bad. I might just, you know, like the trees. See how like the trees, they've got this water, like, or they've got nothing on the ground. Whenever they do that, I try to kind of put the water down before I place the trees down so they conform to the water better. Just a heads up, you guys. The football stadiums, if you actually like them, that's one thing, but they do take up a lot of space, in my personal opinion. This one here, this is a good building, that teapot. I like that one. You can put it like sideways. Like that one would look good on something like this, a sideways piece. Anything that you can put sideways, try to utilize that with your other roads, you know. Like here, you've got this. You could just branch off just one little piece to the left or to the right, and you could put a building here, like right on the edge by the Sydney, and then wrap some trees around it. Would look good instead of just having it just kind of cut off. Let's see. This mall stands out to me in a bad way. It doesn't match. I would try to put that maybe in the garbage. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't like that damn mall. Or at least not for this layout. It just looks weird. The sheep are actually cute, you know? If you can blend them right, they look good. Also, the mountain homes, you've got them all, you know, kind of organized by shape. These ones look really good in a certain, like, okay, so see this house here? It's hard to point out which one I'm looking at. The one right here behind the casino. It's got a really tall back wall. I would put something like this pointy one in the center here. It looks better than this one over here. Try to get the ones that look good that way. You know, all these things, they do matter. You start adding up all the little things and it makes your map look that much better. Let me go look at Sid's map real quick. I'll show you what I mean. I haven't looked at his map in a couple days, I think. Well, I think I looked at it like 2 days ago or something. Also, don't be surprised if you take apart your map like 9,000 times. It's pretty common to do something. Not a big fan of this park here. This big round thing. That's just my personal opinion, though. I just hate that damn park. I've tried to make it look good, it just doesn't. And the damn turkey. He did the damn turkey. Can you believe he did the turkey? Oh my god. Whatever that chicken thing is. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my goodness, he did it. And honestly, it, I don't know. It doesn't look terrible because it's next to this bird. I just can't believe he actually put it on his map. I specifically did not get that damn thing. But it actually looks kind of interesting next to this bird. I like the way he did the volcano roller coaster, you know, with the other trees and stuff in front of it. It almost like, if you look here, it blends so well, you have to like really look to take in the detail. You know, like for example, just the way he's got the trees here, you can tell there was thought put into it. Kind of like, see how the, a lot of people do like, kind of like what you guys did on your map. You do like the land going up to this, and then you have the water that goes up to the delta. He put the limestone tree in front of the road, blocks off more of the road. He's got the pink trees all over the place, taking up road space, which is good. This area here, he's got a lot more trees here than I would have put. I would have put something here. I don't know what, maybe a floating restaurant or something. This I would fix, definitely. This red park here, you can't see it. Like, you have to go like this to see it, and even then, that's the only angle you can see it, so I feel like it's a waste, especially for a park that is universal, right? So that one looks really good on the front side of the road, so I would definitely fix that. Just, again, my personal opinion. Like here, he's got these little services. That's fine, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of wasted road space here. Not sure how I'd fix that though, or if I would. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we got? So this area, I would probably block off this damn building just because I hate the building. I might put something tall there or something. I don't know. Let's see. I like the pyramid. I like that castle back there. This one almost looks like kind of like a nightlight. You know, I haven't really figured out what to do with that specifically, but I think it would look good in wherever you put like Omega or whatever. I like the pink castle, obviously. Not sure that this matches that spooky one. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like the front should have something. Well, no, because it's got that. I don't know. It's interesting. Might do something a little bit different with these roads here. Like this one, how you've got the water up against that. That's really visible. Maybe just put trees there since you don't have water running all the way back anyways. Just round it off. Yeah, they had to level up to get those. That teapot thing, since it's on the front like that, it faces you rather than if you were to put it like on the side. I think it would look better if you put it on a side road. Maybe like here or even over here somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, that's just my nitpicking his map. Let me go look at TK's map. It's so much easier to make your map look good when you have the general layout. And the general layout is honestly, for me, the hard. Because it's hard to decide where you want, like, anytime you go to a map, there's something that about that map that stands out to you, some way that you describe it. You know, like one main attraction. And like with TK, So like here she's got this. Damn, girl, you went wild with the damn limestone. Holy crap. I swear she did this like overnight. Like she just, I mean, the layout is the same, but she just took all the trees and dumped them on the ground. My God. Okay. No wonder she needs sunglasses for her map. Let's see. So, okay, with her water, you can see how it's in a specific direction. She's just got rivers through these mounding forests of jungles, which looks good. Let's see, the color scheme is pretty much the same all the way across. The only thing that kind of weirds me out about your limestone here is this spot looks really weird to me. This area here, mainly because you only used one kind of tree, and on all the rest of it, you used a kind of like a combo. And it looks really weird, you know, with the fact that there's only one style. So if it was me, I would probably mix it up a little bit to have it match the rest of it. Then you've got the Omega. Let's see. You blended the shops pretty good. You can barely even see them. The walkways don't look bad. Not sure what you got going on here. The drones, I would have hid like back in here because you can't see them, and then put something else here maybe. Not sure what. The Halloween display. Yeah, I don't know about that. The yellow looks weird to me. I don't know. I like the Eiffel Tower back here. As you can see, she's got the, like, always go like this when you look at people's maps, see how they did their roads. So she's got, oh, okay, I see the Halloween, okay. So you've got these couple squares here that are empty. And the only thing that they're showing is the Maxis. I would probably just fill that in with some more damn trees. Why not? Let's see. Kind of looking at the nighttime stuff you got going on here. There's also these. Okay, so you've got like a Christmas design here. Okay, so Lala, if this is the style that you like just the, you know, the real nature overflow of growth, what you got to do is you got to start your main attraction. So like you can tell here if you zoom out, I'm kind of waiting for it to get bright here. Hold on. So remember what I told you about picking out islands? Like you've got the island of shops. Her map has pretty much been like this, but it's kind of like if you were to take a magic brush and you were to just do like a sketch and then magic brush it and it looks a little bit better and a little bit better. You know, it's the same layout, but it's just better. That's what the nitpicking is. That nitpicky design, that's how you make your map look good. When you look at a map like hers or Sid's, when you go to it and you see it and you're like, whoa, like whatever's making you impressed by it, it's the little detail, the little things that they put into it that really makes you, even though you don't zoom in and notice it, it makes all the difference. Like just the way her rivers are rivers, you know, they're not just like running into roads and things like that. Here she's got the roads blocked off. Okay, so now it's starting to brighten up just a little bit. So she's got this wall that goes around the pink castle. And then as you can see how if you just back up just a notch, you can't even see those roads there? That makes it look all that much better, right? Then she's got the pink, so it matches. She's got the pink sheep. the pink sheep behind it, just kind of accenting it. You can see the turtle here. That's like its back. You can see the turtle, you know, you got the eyeball and all that. So that was the pixel art I was talking about you guys can do. Look it up on Google or whatever. So remember when I said you have one main attraction and then you have all these like little islands that you do? You zoom out and look at the little islands just kind of everywhere. See what I'm saying? Like she's got a little New York island with a boat to it. So you zoom in and you think of the detail, the work that went into just making this little island, right? Then you zoom out and you scoot over here and you look at the detail here. Like this, I would change some stuff. For example, this fire thing is actually a really good universal building, so I would move that. This here, she's got a lot of roadway just taken up with trees. You could scoot, you know, some of the trees over and put like one building here that would look good. As you can see here, she hid the roads really well. See? She put just enough road to put whatever she wanted to put here, and then blocked it all off with trees. These things I would probably move. They don't match. I'd put that on your limestone map. Now that you guys have other maps, you can start to arrange things, but I always put my capital map first. This, you've got the jungle thing. This thing looks good. This, I would almost move one of these limestone trees over and put the dark up front. Like how many islands on your map, you mean? I mean, it really comes to preference on what you want to do, like islanding off just your shops or, you know, your factories or what. Like, as you can see here, her islands are more, they're a natural shape. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at the shape of them. They're not cookie cutter planned. Like a lot of people, they do squares, they do roads that are just like a box. You know what I'm saying? And when you put roads like this, look at the way she did her roads, right? In the islands, you put just the bare minimum of road, and then you're able to surround it and make it look good without all the roads. Like imagine if you were to do all these islands, but draw one main road that just goes straight in front of this building. It would have looked like shit. You see what I'm saying? If you were to go through here and just draw like one big L-shaped road, it would have looked terrible over here. The roads make it look like crap when you're doing a design like this. Then you want to take into consideration, like, look at the way you do your trees on the edge. Never do your trees like straight, like one way and straight another. You always have one like branching off. She didn't put one here, it looks like, because she wanted to be able to see this, or maybe she forgot. You could even put water in some of those spots just so you don't have it empty, because it just kind of looks weird empty. But like here, she's got this one little piece. These pieces, I would have fixed that a little bit. Maybe put some water in there. So honestly, I guess there's not really a specific amount of islands. Like this one here is a little straight, you know? Kind of needs a little bit more of a curvature. Another thing is putting some trees kind of out in the water. You know, like maybe just two in the center, or two over here. It would make it look a little bit more natural. But overall, I mean, it looks really good. Let's see what else we got here. Who else has been designing? I don't know if Obso did anything. Like I said, it takes a majority of your time. At least for me, I'll sit there for... takes a majority of your time. At least for me, I'll sit there for... And I feel like people don't spend enough time on their maps. You know, they try to slap it together, be done with it, and walk away. And it just doesn't work that way. Okay, so... This is what he's got going on. So, see what I'm saying? With the long roads and nothing on them, and then you've got all these trees. It's a waste of road. You see what I'm saying? Like, he could be utilizing that roadway. You can put trees anywhere. So, I would have figured out a way to get the houses, maybe even break up the roads. Another thing that I do, you guys, whenever I'm looking at something, like, let's say that I'm on a map where there's a lot already done on it and I want to change something. I'll show you what I mean on my map. If I want to change something and there's a lot going on, what I do is I go to the spot that I want to change, and I break apart this one spot and make it into an island. I look at all the little things that I have to remove, and I only remove those things in my path. I don't take apart the whole island and then try to split it up. A lot of people do that, and it turns out to be disastrous. They put everything in storage, and they take apart like the couple bridge pieces or the building. Another thing is people will bulldoze the entire road instead of just bulldozing out a section. So just, even if you have to take apart like 2 buildings off the side, draw a notch in the road where you want to bulldoze your road, and having all your buildings go different directions, or even losing money on it, But if you look at my roads, I've got, if I know I'm going to be blocking off this area anyways, I'll just put as many as I can here. And then I go for what I can see. Like, let's say I wanted to, say I wanted to put a river from here to here. Okay, so like diagonally. I want to island off this area with these houses here. So I want to have houses from here, like this whole area I want to be houses. Then what I would do is I would take a few houses and put them on the outside, because I know what it looks like once they're on the inside, if I don't have enough houses to do what I want to do. And then I say, okay, that's the outline. I know these will be covered in houses. Then I can say, okay, I got to take out this building, these buildings to get over to here, and then I can start to shape it rather than just bulldozing everything out or taking everything apart. If I wanted to, let's say, island off this area here and just kind of curvature it, I would have to take apart pretty much this entire spot, start picking it up, block it off, and then usually what I do is I work one area first and then I work the other areas. I don't try to work multiple areas at one time. Hence why when you guys come to my map, you'll see certain parts that are undone. Like this spot's been undone for a while and it's going to stay undone until I figure out what I want to do with it. I have a really hard time with the Sunny map, but that's mainly because all my good buildings are on my capital. But it is, I don't know. I guess for me, the map, the terrain of the map, it's not, it doesn't really fit the style that I usually design with. I usually design kind of like what TK and Sid did, a lot of trees and stuff like that. And I feel like that's easier on like the Green Valley map or even the limestone map, Like my limestone map, I did the roundabout method. So like if you just do one circle, you can put a building front, back, really one tiny circle. And it makes a huge difference. Whereas like the Sunny map, I feel like there should be a lot of color, a lot of like stuff going on. Like since it's a beach, I feel like there should be like a lot of partying or like, I don't know, carnivals and stuff or something. So like, if you look at my roads here, I've got these roundabouts here. All my roads are in dashes, kind of like, with TK's map. As you can see, I don't have any long roads. I don't have any houses except for back in here, which I haven't figured out what I want to do back here yet. Once it brightens up, I'll be able to show you what I mean. So, trying to think about what I want to do with this red wall here. I was thinking about having the red wall kind of stop here and then start again back here and have it go in the back direction, and then just do kind of like a walkway of houses. This might be the map I've tried to finish up. But I put a lot of growth on this map in terms of like trees and stuff. And like these buildings here, you have to have the road on the right hand side to have the little guy in the middle facing you. So I was able to block the roads off with the limestone trees that way. I'm trying to wait for it to get a little brighter so you guys can see here. It's hard to find a building that can go in front of these without blocking off too much. And now it's raining. Don't you guys love that when you start designing and it's like dark and raining or something? Surprisingly, I had a lot of buildings that fit this type of terrain. But yeah, I would say for me the easiest to design on would be limestone and green. But my favorite would be sunny or something. Okay, there we go. That's a little nicer to look at. So just like, this one doesn't really have islands. It's more so just kind of like a swamp, you know, kind of like a grown, just overgrown swamp, I guess. I don't know. No real direction for the water. It's just kind of everywhere. This way, this walkway I just put along the front of the houses because it kind of matched. This area is completely unfinished. And I have no clue what I'm doing with the rest of it. But I know that this is pretty much staying the way it is. But the roundabout method does work pretty well, honestly. If you want to try that. Because you can see, you can't really see the road. You know? Blocks it off. Frosty is probably the worst one to design on, honestly, in my opinion. It's terrible. He's been playing a really long time, so he's got a lot of stuff. This Sydney Opera House, that's way too much road. You've got all this growth on the road that doesn't need to be there. It's just, it's not my style, you know? It doesn't mean it's bad, it's just not my style. I just see so many things I would fix, like these things here, you know? These are the HQs that you buy when you unlock the categories. Those are hideous to me, so I would not want those out. Can't see all this stuff. You have to actually turn to see it. I hate that. This is on a roadway when it shouldn't be. That kind of thing. Like the Taj Mahal, I feel like is a centerpiece item. Should be out there in the open. You can see what I mean when you have buildings that aren't facing you. They just look tacky. You can't see them. You have to turn to see half this stuff. Let me go see some other people's maps here. Don't know if Lolly started designing yet or not. Also, you guys, nobody should be designing on a because the last one is hard to get. And if you design on your regional maps, you're going to end up having to take it apart to try to unlock the last map. Unless, of course, you're designing for pop. So I haven't been to Lolly's map in a while. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. A lot of road. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just really, I can tell a lot of this is from the sale, just buying trees from the sale. But it's really cookie cutter. You know, everything's like straight. Seems like too much wasted space. The walls don't look good at all. But then again, I can't make them look good either. Yeah, there's a lot I would change about this map. This in particular, it's just too much road. Way too much road. Like boxing everything. She's basically putting a box around all her items, and like this here with these trees, that just looks really bad. Yeah, I would be redoing that entire map. Let's see. I don't know if he started doing anything in terms of design. What's up? Yeah, it looks like he hasn't really started a whole lot. Looks like most of this is sale purchase. Okay, so like this to me is hard to see all this stuff. It if he was going to do something like this, it would be one thing, but it would want to be visible. Some pictures in the mail. Oh, email? Oop, didn't mean to click that. Well, I guess we're going to go see what this person's map looks like. Looks like they just went on like a shopping spree. I don't know if I got it. Do you have Discord or Facebook? I'll have to look and check my email again. Rules and documents and just like everything goes through Facebook. People who get... Looks like he took quite a bit apart. This was like an entire center island. Who else? Who else? I don't know if Kat's done anything. Oh, this person asked me to review their map. Good thing I saw them. Totally forgot that they sent me a message. You know, I like this one. The only thing that weirds me out is all these U's everywhere. I would definitely fix that, but not going with the U's. I do like this map. I really like what he's done. Even the walls look good. It's got the... It's kind of like TK's in a way, just with the way that the water kind of goes in these little rivers, you know? I actually like the volcano going sideways. It looks kind of cool. I mean, I would keep it straight, but it does look okay going sideways. What is that? I never even noticed that. Did you guys? That little face on the side that dumps water out? I never noticed that before. Weird. Huh, interesting. But yeah, I really like this one. When you know for a fact you're going to be keeping roads for a long time, you can upgrade them to whatever roads you like. Obviously, there's little things I would change, and obviously, like, these U's are ridiculous, but the rest of the stuff is decent. You know, it looks like this is where he's storing all of his extra services. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to buy too many services because you don't want to end up in a situation where you can't store those and move them. So, I mean, the old townhomes actually look good up against these walls. But this is kind of what I was talking about with the walls, kind of doing something similar where you've just got like a piece that kind of goes around in one area instead of having it do like a complete circle or something or having something on the inside. You just have like a little piece. This here, I wouldn't have done double. That looks weird. Doesn't even look like a dock. It just looks weird. I would do something different for a main attraction here. What is that? I don't remember getting that. And I would have definitely done my shops facing me and done my factories near my shops, but that's just my personal preference. But yeah, it does look really good. Trying to see who else here. I don't know if she's started designing anything yet. Let me go see what Rose has going on. You know, one thing is, okay, so, can you hear me now? One sec. Okay. So this bridge going into the tree, I don't know if that was because she didn't understand how to connect it or if she was just trying to make it two pieces or whatever. But I would have either drawn it up to the bridge or bulldozed just a section and finished it off. That just looks weird. But, like I said, this whole area here, all this, look at all this roadway that's not even being used. That doesn't even make sense. You know, like, look at all these trees here. And we've got this here taking up a roadway when it doesn't need to. You can hardly even see it. That's something that doesn't need a road. The other thing is when you guys do the buildings that have the parades on them, make sure that you put those on roads that actually have roads. Okay, so like this looks really bad. I mean, this is the front of your city. You know, it's the first thing that people see. You don't want them to be looking at this ugly ass city journal building, all this extra road with a token tower. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at all these road pieces. What the hell? I don't know if that's intentional or not. It's hard to say because a lot of these people just did, buying stuff and whatnot. This, again, doesn't make sense. It's a bridge leading to nothing. Like, there's no road or anything. I don't know. Too cookie cutter. I don't know if that's supposed to stay there like that, if she wants all the houses like that, or if it's just there for the time. It looks like it's supposed to be there. But, like, this huge, long roadway. Look at it like this, okay? You have your Maxis sitting there. Here's the Maxis. Now, look at the coverage zone, the area that you have to put these houses. And then think about how you can do that, how you can fit as many houses as possible and take advantage of this coverage area and still do the things that you want to do without having to look at too much roadway and stuff. Because if you're doing like a nature design, like a landscape design, kind of like TK and Sid and stuff, and myself, the idea is that you don't see road. Now, if you are going to do a design where you actually like the roads and want to see them or whatever, then at least make them look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are going to do that, do like an actual design with it, like a heart, or like even if you were going to do like squares, try to make it look better. Like this here, just like this. Okay, you've got this. This doesn't make any sense. You've got like this walkway here that to me just looks really weird and tacky. You know, so like, got stuff taken up over here that doesn't make sense. Roads leading out to nowhere. There's really no separating of the houses. Maybe put some parks in here, break it up, put some water. There's a lot of T-shaped roads. Yeah. Like this. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. The trees here up against the road. Why? There should be something here. Okay. Let me go see if Kat did anything. She actually had a pretty decent looking map for a minute there. I don't know what she's done with it, but... Also, you got that. Okay. So this looks like her 3 red roads. She's got the river. Okay, again, see what I'm saying? Long-ass road, lots of trees, ugly-ass parks. Prime example, couple houses. Where are these houses getting coverage from? Look at that Maxis. Look at that. An entire Maxis for 5 houses. Are you serious? You can't do shit like that. That's crazy. Same with over here. Looks like over here she's just bought a bunch of stuff. Okay, this area, let me look at this. There is a lot of damn roadway here. Holy cow. The Maxis should be put wherever you are going to put your houses. It doesn't matter if it's in the corner, it doesn't matter if it's in the center. All that matters is it's wherever you want to put your houses, and that you're placing your houses and utilizing as much coverage as you can. I mean, that's an entire Maxis. Think about the coverage zone. It's only got 4 houses on it. Like, you could pretty much get that covered with just one of each of the small services. That's a waste of a Maxis, is what I'm saying. If it was me, usually what I try to do is I say, okay, if I want the majority of my residentials in this area, I then go to the coverage zone and I place it so that it's even with the area that I want to put. Like, if I know I'm not going to put houses along this tree line, I'm not going to put coverage there. I'm going to drag the coverage further down. And then I'm going to work my buildings around that coverage zone. This is a waste of a coverage zone. It doesn't make any sense because half of it is over here in the ocean, for starters. And that's an entire Maxis. Then we've got this huge body of water and circle. I don't know, like I said, if this was just like a sales thing. She was just buying stuff and she just, for fun, put it in a circle. But this building wouldn't look bad as like a centerpiece that leads to something, kind of like she has it. You know, kind of like it's sitting above everything. But with these tall buildings, you want the tall buildings to kind of be either along the side of your map or along the back or something. You don't want them like all over the middle where you can't see anything. You know, there's somebody on my friends list who has a lot of tall buildings in her map. I'll show you. And you can't really see any of her stuff. Let me see what she's got going on. She does a lot of epic projects. Looks like she bought a bunch of... Let me see. I know she does a lot of entertainment epics. That's the thing, you guys. If you can afford 4-pointers over 3-pointers, absolutely get those. A 4-pointer building makes all the difference. Okay. You would have to friend me on Facebook. So it looks like she's taken apart a lot of her stuff. But you wouldn't guess that this person's been playing 6 years, would you? Versus everybody's map that you've seen here today that's in my group has been playing at the max a year besides this person. Goals, priorities, and knowing how to play. Making your map look good. You know, a lot of people wait until they have all these resources and stuff, and then by the time they get all the resources, they're so overwhelmed with all the options that they don't even know where to begin. A lot of the people, or the two people like TK and Sid, the reason why their maps are so, you know, good right now is because they've been working on them for months, little by little. Let's see. And I wouldn't even say their maps are anywhere near done. I'd say they're more like 50%. Because what's going to happen is over time, they're going to, you know, narrow in on things and they're going to change little things about it. Kind of like what I've done with my map over the years. But yeah, if you friend me on Facebook, let me know your name. I can add you and then do a review on your city. You have to let me know what your name is because I don't add. Okay. I haven't done anything really on my cactus map in a long time. You know, I used to have this heart display up on my cactus map. But so you guys, what I recommend is if you go to the description of all my other videos, there is a link, like right at the bottom, of a heart going this way and one going this way, but I don't know. I don't know. Did you start designing yet? I haven't looked at your map. Let's see, who else do we got here? I know Floss had done some stuff. Just type in MissyAnne. You'll see the profile picture. It says like SimCity in the center. It's got like a colorful moon looking thing. Just send friend request. Yeah, so his is just a lot of roads. A lot of things I wouldn't do. A lot of water up against the roads. A lot of buildings facing the wrong way. Oh, okay. I don't know if Retro has done anything either. Nitpicky with it. You have to put a lot of thought into it if you want it to actually look good. Anybody can just throw down some buildings and toss some trees out and make their their city look halfway decent. But if you want your city to look really good, something that people like zoom in and look at and are proud of, or something to be proud of, then you have to really spend the time. There was somebody on here, I swore that maybe it's this person. I mean, she, of course, it always takes me to the terrible map. I hate this map. Come on. I know a lot of people have been crashing over the weekend when they traveled to People's Maps who bought a lot of stuff. Okay. Oh, that's right. She's got this area here. So you can tell she's put a lot of work into her map. You know, just there's a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff I wouldn't have done, you know, certain types of bridges and just you guys can see what I'm talking about now, like with the water up against the roads, it just looks weird. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many buildings that you could put the buildings up against with water, it just doesn't make sense to leave that out. Okay, apply to the Facebook group and let me know what's your Facebook name? Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see a recent meh? Meh? Is that you? Okay, that must be you. Alright, I'm gonna hit add friend. Go ahead and accept it. You know, remember back when they would do those game boards? At least those were semi-interesting. Let me know when you've accepted that friend. Well, I guess it'll pop up on my phone. Okay. Let me see if there's anybody in here that I think may have done something halfway decent. Have you guys seen COD on? I haven't paid much attention. Have you guys seen him on? I can honestly say I don't think I've seen him in a while now that I think about it. I don't know who the hell that is knocking on my door. Did you get that friend request? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on and why his map's empty, and that's just weird. Because that's one hell empty map. Like, I don't know what the hell he's got going on. Alright, you guys. Damn it, I'm overfilled. What the hell? I forgot. They took away my temp storage. Bastards. I hate when they do that. I don't even know if we have room in the group. I think we filled the last spot yesterday. Yeah. We'll see if that person makes it, though. Oh, damn. Hopefully I didn't start a gold token on that. Alright, you guys. I'm going to jump off here. The person who was supposed to hit me up on Facebook, I sent you a friend request. I'm pretty sure it was you. You'll have to accept that, and then I'll have to sync you to my friends list before I can go to your map. But all you have to do is type in MissyAnne, and then if you can only find the group, you can click on the members tab and then click admin, and you'll see me there. But yeah, I haven't figured out what to do with this entire back area, to be honest with you. And if I know that that doesn't sound appealing to you, but I highly recommend that you watch the Should I Restart videos in the Missy's Building Guide. Because, to be honest, this city is just a waste of time. It's too far gone. You've leveled up too much, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a good guess that your storage is nowhere near maxed. I mean, you're struggling, you've got no space, it doesn't, you can't play low-level comm with the city that you have, and it's going to be damn near impossible because you don't have any room, you know what I mean? And so, it doesn't make sense to go through all the hell that you have to go through to try to fix this mess when you could just restart and be so much better off. For those of you guys who haven't seen it yet, you should look at the results of the Missy's Building Guide. It shows kind of everybody's progress after 6 months on the building guide versus like a year on the building guide. And usually that gives people incentive enough. Most of the people that you saw here today in the designs have been playing 6 months to a year on my building guide, and they were able to afford all that stuff on the sale. So then you look at somebody who's been playing 6 years and they don't have a fraction of that, right? So that's the best I got for you, honestly, is that you really do need to restart. And once you watch the Should I Restart videos, you'll see why. Alright, you guys, I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to do a lot of picking up on my map today and hopefully brainstorm some ideas so that I can do some designing tomorrow. But I gotta make some room before we can do any actual designing because I don't have any room. And I don't want to make you guys watch me pick up 300 trees. It'll probably put us all to sleep. So I will see you guys tomorrow.